68 or 615-2841. WhatsApp text line is 8280925. WhatsApp text line is 8280925.
There's only two more text messages. So, by the way, I don't know.
What about the YouTube comments, Nicholas? We're no longer putting up that. Oh.
The YouTube I get some issues. I don't know how many of you saw grandstand track meet over the weekend. I was watching Brian Lavelle. Remember that youth from Upper Edwin Allen? I think him take class 1 year. Ran a 10:02. I think that is his PR. That youth there, could be Jamaica's next. I don't want to say star, but the next sprinter that could make an impact on the global stage. Look good with that 10:02 there and have lots of time to improve. We go back on. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Good day, Orville.
Good day.
Buckle. Yes, Kari father.
Oh, Kari father. Where I say Buckle?
Yeah, man, I'm here. The question I called to ask, what's the latest on Greenwood, Mason Greenwood?
Boy, every day we hear a different thing. So, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. Why, they need to come out and declare what's going on with Mason Greenwood, though, because the nation is holding its breath. Because I think he's the missing link that we want, though.
Yeah. Mason Greenwood is elite. It doesn't get any more elite than Mason Greenwood in terms of potential person who could play for Jamaica. So you're trying their best. It's a waiting game for the JFF, I think. But yeah. I believe that Mason Greenwood is trying to hold out to see if they will accept him back. And he could play for England. Back. Yes.
Yeah, I think I also think so too, but I don't think think England is looking back on Mason Greenwood. They are moving forward.
No, but if you look at the England setup now, how many he was very prolific in the French league this season.
Yes,
and you have started before, and Harry Kane is getting old on his way out. There are not a lot of goal scorers there for England, my boss. So he could be a direct replacement for Harry Kane.
That's true.
So I think he's holding out. I think England might very well look back at Mason Greenwood.
Okay. Well, that's the main question I wanted to find out, Phil. And good program, good show.
Yeah, man.
Just keep up the good work.
Respect, Buckle. Respect.
All right, blessing.
All right. What we do now, Nick? 615-2841. Or 676-6968. Don't wait till the last part of the thing. Call us right now. What there was something else I want to talk about. Can't slip out of me completely. Slipped out of my head. Oh, what we do, Nick? Hello? Yeah. The question is for the Jamaica football team. Do we replace Dixon and Cephas with Gray, Bailey, and Gray, Bailey, Nichols? Or we keep at least Cephas and Dixon in the starting 11. The coach says he has selection dilemmas, which is never a bad thing, Better you have too many options than too few. But me like them two man of people. Me like Dixon and me like Cephas. Me like what them bring to the table. But I'm no coach. But they have given the coach some headaches. We could put it that way. They have given the coach some headaches. What do we do now? All right, so Nick is loading it up. 615-2841 or 676-6968. Talk to me, Nick. Talk to me. Okay. All right. I understand that they're probably working on something. Huh? All right. All right. Give me. Let me squeeze the two texts with it. Let me squeeze it. I seen 3 new ones. Let us take those.
It's now time for text messages on the sports desk.
Garvey can't take criticism. Not a bad caller, emotionally. I'm not sure what that means. My youth is a nice caller. He's much better than a lot that don't have a handicap. Love people like that. No discrimination. The JFF administration has been helped by Dennis Chung. He led the transformation of the JFF's financial status with FIFA. Garvey and his political agenda are glaring and just. Yeah, another word that not very complimentary. Luis Enrique stated that the PSG would be better without Mbappe. His words have proven true. Yeah, I remember when him said that, people were saying, how can your team be better? And not only did he say better, he said that we are better in both attack and defense when Mbappe had left. And people were saying, this coach has gone mad. But what it tells you is that great players that don't necessarily make great teams. When you had Messi and Mbappe and Neymar, you did not win the Champions League. But now you win it with not a set also runs, but clearly people when have the same level of talent. One of the things I heard the commentator saying yesterday is that the Hakimis and Dewey and them and they were working hard when their team lose the ball. I track back 50, 60 meters as a front three or as a part of the attacking view. Just that Messi and Neymar and Mbappe were not necessarily doing that. So sometimes it's not the star players, it's how you work as a unit. And this PSG team yesterday, I don't think they would have played any better than that. Granted, we nothing Inter Milan after the lot. The coach seems to have been vindicated when he said his team is a better team without Mbappe, who is probably my favorite attacking player in world football for the last 5-6 years. But when you can win that overwhelmingly without him and couldn't win with him, it does present an argument. All right, we're coming up to the 2 o'clock break. Yeah, let's take the song, and then we'll come back.
Something good. Hey, joins me, Jermaine Morgan, popular known as Brother Frisco, on Omega Radio Thursdays and Fridays from 5 p.m. through to 9 inside the Praise the Lord show, and Saturdays and Sunday morning from 6 a.m. through to 10 a.m. inside the Kingdom Lifestyle Radio show. Tune in and be blessed. You can't afford to miss this show with Brother Frisco on your radio. What you gotta
Omega Radio, in association with the Church of St. Margaret, presents New Every Morning, 10 minutes of inspiration to help you through the day, Mondays to Saturdays at 5:50 a.m. The program comes to you courtesy of KFC. It's finger licking good. The Church of St. Margaret. Visit us on Sundays at 6:30 a.m., Saturdays at 8:15, and Wednesdays at 6:30 a.m. And Quality Equipment Distributors. For all your musical equipment and supplies, contact Quality Equipment and Distributors, located at 4 Courtney Walsh Drive, Kingston 10.
You're listening to Omega Radio, broadcasting live. Omega Radio, Omega Radio, Omega.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, music time. Remember, we are waiting your call. Don't waste any time. Buzz with now. Omari and J-Fram. That's the name of the 2 artists who will be singing the next or the first selection as we play the 2 o'clock selection. Brought to you by Edge Campaigns. For people who dream in color.
Yo, yeah, Omari, J-Fam, Africa, in the kingdom represent. Say Pee Wee that big. Step in the place we have take over. Jamaica back to Africa. Omari J from the boat. Tell we are not push over. I did it, we are run over. We them look at the bad order. We no fear who I go there. Enemy come get kick over. Everybody does wave, you want to just wave, you want to just wave, you want to just shout hallelujah. Wave, you want to just wave, you want to just wave, you want to just shout. Everybody dance, we off the glasses, and everybody move, shake off the glasses. Everybody just wave, you want to just wave, you want to just wave, you want to just shout hallelujah. If you know you got God, and in the ear from you know you can down, and in the ear if you know you got Jesus, and in the ear for you know you can't play. Give thanks and praise to the King of all kings. Jesus was him and the truth and the light, and in the ear to the left and right. Everybody mad, everybody mad. Wave, you want to just wave, you want to just wave, you want to just shout hallelujah. Wave, you want to just wave, you want to just wave, you want to just shout. And everybody dance, give up the glasses, and everybody move, shake off the glasses. Everybody just wave, you want to just wave, you want to just wave, you want to just shout hallelujah. Every hands up, every hands up, every hands up, every voice up, every voice up, every voice up, every foot stomp, every foot stomp, every foot stomp, everybody rock, every kingdom we can everybody must wave. The whole of Africa know everybody must wave. Boy and the girl them everybody must wave. Kingdom representing everybody must wave. So give thanks and praise to the King of all kings. Jesus put him at the truth and the light, and in the ear to the left and right. Everybody must, everybody must wave. You want to just wave, you want to just wave, you want to just shout hallelujah. Wave, you want to just wave, you want to just wave, you want to just shout. And everybody dance, wave up the glasses, and everybody move, shake up the glasses. Everybody just wave, you want to just wave, you want to just wave, you want to just shout hallelujah.
You're listening to Omega Radio, broadcasting live. Omega Radio, Omega Radio, Omega.
All right, so Omari and J-Fam, that selection.
Wave.
With a tune called Wave. All right, we stay now. All right, we go back online. Hello.
Greetings, gentlemen.
Preacher.
Yeah, man, big up on yourself.
How they do, boss?
Yeah, man, blessings. Zidane, you good?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, preacher.
Hello?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
okay, greetings. I want my sports to talk about, so we're going to try to do them quick and fast. Orville, Brian level, actually, his personal best is 998. He's a sub 10 man.
Oh, yeah.
I think last year
No,
he
I
ran a
don't-
sub 10. I don't remember if it was a championship.
No, it wasn't at Champs.
No, man. At the qualifiers, I
Oh,
know he ran a sub 10. I think it was 9. I think he had a 997 or 998. So
Okay.
what he ran 10:04 and 10:02 or 10:04 yesterday. I think that was his season's best.
10:02. 10:02.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, in the 100 meter. But he looked good. He looked good.
Yes.
Love the race coming from lane 1.
Look like him have some more.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
he definitely have some more in him. Some other good things went on yesterday. I mean, Melissa Jefferson, the American, she clocked 10:76 in her 100 meters. Personal best and a world leading time. You know, looked really good. She looked good over 200 as well. Going, I think she went 21:9 or something like that. Really good early in the season, in my opinion, but she looked good. And Kenny Bednarik in the men's 100 meters,
Yeah.
9.7, 986.
986.
Yeah, tying the world lead.
You know what
So
was
really-
interesting? What was interesting was when the reporter asked him if this was the best of him, and him said, No, I haven't peaked yet.
Yeah, he said he hasn't peaked. I mean, it's a personal best,
Yeah.
you know, in 100, but he looked smooth over the race. He didn't look at all like he was straight into the line, you know?
No.
Was very relaxed. And those 200, remember, he's a 200 specialist.
Yeah.
So those 200s really obviously help him, it's helping him.
Yes.
Akira Nugent, second slam win for her,
Yes.
for getting another 100,000
Yeah.
US dollars. I'm happy for her. She's definitely racking up the funds.
Why not?
Yeah, man, it's a good look for Akira. And Sydney McLaughlin, she came down from the fours and ran in the 110-meter hurdle and the 100, and actually came second in the flat 100, running 11:11, which is really good for somebody who is a 400-meter specialist.
Somebody even did realize that Sydney come down and do the short sprint.
Yeah, man,
This girl can do
short
anything,
hurdles
yeah.
and the short sprints. And I mean, she is a super athlete, you know. So one wonders if she commits herself to any of those disciplines, if she could really be contending for winning at a major champion.
Why wouldn't they make her run her pet event before her?
No, she chose that. She chose to come down. It was a personal decision.
Oh, so she decides nobody want 100,000 US.
I don't know if it's a part of her training regime, because athletes are using these things to prepare themselves for the World Championship.
Imagine you give up an easy 100,000 US to prepare yourself.
Boy, I tell you,
nobody go and beat her if she even get them a jump.
Yeah, man, it would be a walk in the park. But I mean, probably she don't need the money that much. With all the endorsements that these American athletes. Yeah, I'm getting, Yeah. All right. On to some football now. The Luis Enrique take. Yeah, it was a very bold take by Luis Enrique, to say, boy, we're gonna be better without Mbappe, defensively and offensively.
Yes.
And he had to back that up.
You buy that doing up, preacher.
I know that the people who watch football every day not going necessarily share that sentiment. I think defensively, when you have players, young players, because a lot of those players are young, Zidane, and impressionable. So when you have those kind of players, you can get more out of them defensively.
The youngster who scored the 2 goals.
Yeah,
he doesn't do a whole lot defensively.
No, man, him chat back, a lot if you watch the game
but Mbappe,
and how the game is played. In fact, the Inter game may not give you a true picture of the kind of work that those players do, because Inter never really offered much going forward.
What about Dembele?
Dembele actually does a lot of work coming back,
So when Kylian Mbappe usually play, he do nothing defensive.
No, and that's not what the coach said. He didn't say Kylian Mbappe did nothing. He said that they would be better.
I like Enrique. Because of the way how Mbappe left Paris Saint-Germain, them upset and them just like
maybe that is so.
If you replace Mbappe yesterday with the youngster who scored the 2 goals, a 40 Inter Milan.
Yeah, but you are merely thinking about yesterday. The man made a statement about his team over the future of the team.
I not agree with
I think we can disagree or we can agree. I don't know that I'm saying I agree. I'm saying he made a bold statement and he had to back it up.
Mr. Team win when players left all the time.
Of course, it happens all the time.
But Mbappe's job is to score goals, my boss, and create havoc. And that Mbappe can just tell.
No, I agree. I'm not saying the correlation is causal, I'm just saying he made a bold statement and he had to back it up. No, substantively, he has won the treble with Barcelona, and I think he has now won the treble with PSG.
A big coach.
He's a big coach. That is where I was getting to. You can't take away his impact on the team. He's probably one of the best now in Europe.
Yes.
When you look at his resume. So kudos to him.
And when you look at how the team plays, my boss, it's amazing.
Yeah, man, that team plays the ball. It's beautiful football.
Yeah, man.
Beautiful. And the talent is
there.
They
moves the ball so quickly. They're getting behind it so quickly. Everything is just so fast.
Yeah, man.
Hard to keep up with them.
Fluent.
Yeah.
Not only do they move it quickly enough, but they win it back quickly.
Yes, man.
They're pressing you and they're closing down your zones very quickly. To the Jamaican team, over the 2 games, I think they look good. It's probably some of the better football we have seen from a Jamaican outfit in terms of just all dimensions of the game. Still not where we want to be, but a lot of good things to take away from it. Orville, I don't know about starting young Dixon
and
going forward. Because even in the game in which he scored, I don't know that Dixon offered much in the position that he was played in. I mean, kudos to him for getting the goal, finishing the run and scoring. But I don't think we were getting a lot from him other than the goal. Now, Cephas, clearly, in terms of speed to burn, you can't coach that. Speed kills. When you have a player like that, you let him loose on a big field, it's going to damage even the best defenders in the world.
Yes.
But Cephas is enigmatic and is a kind of player who you don't want him to be overdoing it on the field. You want him to do the simple things. Get it? Be a traditional winger. Get it? Push it down the flank, get it into the box. And if he does that consistently, then he's knocking on the door to start, but he's a sure pick, right, Zidane?
Yes, he's a sure pick in the squad. And when we're facing teams that are going to attack us and open these space at the back, then me I start Cephas.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, the problem is now that you're talking about now with him decision making is when we play teams that are playing low block. So you have a lot of space. So you know I try to too much.
Exactly.
Some of the time.
Exactly.
But once we're facing teams like Nigeria was trying to play football, they was trying to attack on the left space. Cephas is going to kill you.
Yeah, man, definitely.
Yeah.
Once him have space, and another thing, and it was said in another space, so it's not an original thought. Playing on bigger, more expansive fields is advantageous to Cephas.
Yes.
When he's in the national stadium, him sometimes look the same.
Yes.
In terms of him impact, because the field is a little smaller and give him less room to operate in. But he's definitely a X factor for us if we can use him effectively in game.
Remember, he started the last game. Remember, they started himself and Bailey and the Arnett Garden striker up front. And we played attacking midfield. So actually, he's not the issue. Because he got into the starting lineup in the last game that is Cephas. So the question is whether Dixon will get in or not.
I'm not so sure about the Dixon part. I think Dixon have a lot of room for growth. Potential is there, but there's a lot more that is needed at the level that we're going to be competing for World Cup qualifiers and stuff, so on and so forth. Last thing, the NBA Finals. So this is going to be a clash of two styles, eh?
Mm-hmm.
So OKC defensively, best team in the league, and likes to put people in the half court because that's where they can really lock you up defensively. The Pacers want to run, and play transition basketball.
Yeah,
and that's where they are at their best.
Mm-hmm.
So it really, to me, outside of SGA, who is the MVP at the league, I'm looking at the coaches and the adjustments that are going to be made in this NBA Finals. And I'm looking to see if Carlisle, who I believe is a very good coach, who is not talked about a lot, I want to see if Carlisle is going to force OKC into playing his game, or if OKC's coach will get the Pacers more playing their game.
We know history has told us that Carlisle has gone into another final where many thought it would have been a cakewalk for the opposing team, and he came out on top.
Yeah, man.
This is not new territory for him.
Yeah, man. He is cerebral, man. And the other unique thing, well, not unique, but the other thing about these two teams is I think it's the youngest team and the second youngest team in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Average age, if my memory serves me well.
Yes.
And both teams can call on 11 players.
Yes. So Indiana is very deep as well.
Yeah, so the fatigue argument that you can make with New York, who are using 6 or 7 players, that's not going to be made in this series,
Yes.
Each team can go deep in their bench.
Indeed.
Whenever they need to. So it's going to be an interesting series. Nobody gives Indiana a chance, but I think Indiana are going to make it more interesting.
Nobody?
Well, not many people. Not many people.
Okay.
Let's say that. Not many people, but I think Indiana will make it interesting.
Because I think the Pascal Siakam dynamic and also Turner will pose some problem because their strength defensively, for the most part, OKC is on the perimeter. None of these players are perimeter players. So they will cause problem for them.
That's a very good point. The OKC has a stretch big and they have a physical big. Arkenstein gives them the physicality inside, and Chet Holmgren stretches the court.
Siakam is going to be a problem for Holmgren, my boss. It's going to be a problem
you
for
think
him.
so?
Yes.
All right, let's see. Turner flattered to deceive in the last series, but let's see.
Yeah, man. All right, Preacher. Great call.
Before you run, Preacher, I'm seeing somewhere they must say this OKC team is the youngest team in NBA history to make the finals.
Well, there you go.
Average age of 25.
25 years, and the Pacers not far off in terms of their age either. Probably up to 26 or 25 plus
If they win the final, they'll be the youngest ever team to win the NBA. Based on what I read.
Well, then, that would be historic. All right.
All right, leave it there, up.
Yeah, man.
We're coming back after the break. Nick? Oh.
Are you ready for something mega? Spend $6,500 or more before GCT. Drop your entry in the box and you can win a 2025 Hyundai Tucson. It's the Mega Wheels Tour promotion. April 5th to September 28th. Second prize, a $50,000 shopping spree every month for a year. Third prize, a $30,000 shopping spree every month for a year. Brought to you by Hyundai, Rextra, Heineken, True Milk, Ranks, Walker's Wood, Downing, CPJ Daiquiri, and Carryburst. Choose Concentrate. Only at Megamart. Locations island-wide. Megamart. Best value by far. Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Rating Gaming and Lotteries Act. Something good. Hey, joins me, Jermaine Morgan, popular known as Brother Frisco, on Omega Radio Thursdays and Fridays from 5 p.m. through to 9 inside the Praise the Lord show, and Saturdays and Sunday morning from 6 a.m. through to 10 a.m. inside the Kingdom Lifestyle Radio show. Tune in and be blessed. You can't afford to miss this show with Brother Frisco on your radio. What's gonna work?
Paul, I need help with my vehicle cost this year. It's going through the roof. You think I should call Keith?
You're mad. Don't you want a system that easy for you?
Yeah, man.
You want the best price both you too?
Yeah, man. I bet you want real-time alert and island-wide coverage. Yeah, man. So the smart choice is Hawkeye.
They will give you a free 30-day trial.
Yeah, man.
Hey, tell me something. You ever say anything but yeah, man?
Yeah, man.
Just say yeah, man to Hawk Tracker from Hawkeye. Call us at 926 Hawk. Conditions apply.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, I want to re-emphasize a point I made earlier. How I used to get a bungler cussle on a program regarding the pace at which Shea Hope scored. Everybody, well, not everybody. People are telling me, say, I saw him off a bat and all them something. I just want to give you the record quickly. I won't take that. Shea Hope started playing for the West Indies in 2016. His strike rate in 2016 was 73. The year after that, 67. The year after that, 74. The year after that, 77. The year after that, 75. The year after that, 79. The year after that, 74. So only one time before him get captain, his strike rate was 79. He was hovering in the 70s for most of the time. People like Euclid Orville used to say, what is Shea Hope doing? The man set the man for get rid of the ball, and I used to be criticized highly. The year that Shea Hope became captain, because he became captain in 2023 in February, that same year when Shea Hope became the captain, Shea Hope's strike rate moved from in the 70s to 100.73. The year after that, it was 78. Remember, before that, he had only gotten to 79 once. So he touched 100 the first year as captain, then 78, which was one of his all-time best. You know what is Shea Hope's strike rate this year, up to this point? 100 again. So 2 of the last 3 years when Shea Hope is captain, his strike rate over the year is 100. And 1 year it was 78, 79. When Shea Hope used to be mid-70s all along. All of the people that tell me, say, I saw Shea Hope off a bat, became team weak, and him never know what to do, and you need to come to the cricket school. Shea Hope is doing as captain now what Shea Hope could have been doing when he was not captain. But you know you're a captain, extra responsibility, you take up the mantle, say, boy, when the team lose you, in many ways, Shea Hope was playing very selfish cricket before he became captain. This starts, and this is undeniable evidence that Shea Hope used to farm the food before them being captain, in terms of how quickly he used to score. And another example, that there are some people who talk cricket like them know it, and some people who know cricket. Shea Hope's new found rhythm and strike rate is a demonstration that someone who say no attack cricket must come to the class. Good. How we stay now, Miss B? We go back online. Hello.
Hello.
Correction there.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, Courage.
Yeah, hear me?
Yes, we are.
Yeah, man. What about man?
We're here.
There.
Hold on. Can I hear me?
Yeah, man, we are hearing you.
All right, cool. What about man? How was the weekend?
Me can't ball it. Was good.
Enough sports. So
All
it
right.
was great.
Good. All right, that comes to talk about cricket, like a football, and then I goes off with some basketball. Now, Orville,
Yeah.
the second ODI, West Indies gave it away or England won it?
A little bit of both. But you'd more want to credit England. So I would say 70-30 in favor of England. Especially Joe.
Well, I think the man then give it a game, the brother. With them drop catches there at third.
Yeah, but you can't drop them catch there, but it take one of the best ODI in recent times to beat you. Well, a man make 160 at not out.
Yeah, then them drop him too.
Yes, but
then that me talk about, brother.
Right,
If them swallow up root, brother, them win the match easy. A one man really beat you, you know. A one man beat them in the second ODI, you know.
I know what you mean.
Joe Root basically took the game from them, you know.
I know what you mean. So I said Joe Root deserve a lot of credit to that 160 at now.
Then you have to give him a lot of credit then if we get a chance to win a ticket.
Yeah.
The man him credit. He went about him thing and him.
We got some things tactically wrong for you. So probably 50-50.
Yeah, man. But there goes the series because we're 2-0 down now. So series gone. What I want to find out though, with the if we should win 2-1, where does that put us in terms on the table of qualifying automatically for
how it go? I think right now we are 8th, England 9th, or them 8 and we 9, and the top 8 are go through. I'm not sure how the points, but we need every point we can get. So if we can win the last game, it helps.
Right,
So
and basically, we throw away a chance of actually being in running to beat England on 3 consecutive occasions. You understand? And to beat and beating England in England would have been far more points.
Well, I don't think you get more points for where you beat. You may get more rating points, but in terms of actual points, I don't think it's different where you play.
Okay, well, they can confirm that to me. Yeah. All right, Zidane, football.
Mm-hmm.
Going up against where the Caribbean team we're gonna play weekend name? Antigua we're gonna play?
BVI.
BVI. Me not change the team, you know. No, more make some changes to the defense lineup. I'm more bring in Pinnock. More bring in Low. But midfield, me not change it. And up front, Bailey and something would have to come off of the bench. What do you think?
Won't happen.
Yeah?
Bailey, Damarai Gray, and Bowser Nicholson. None of them will start for you.
No, not against the little team. I ride the momentum out of the tournament for them see man beat up the little team there.
It won't happen.
Guatemala now, I might bring on Bailey, but I keep Sifa.
Remember, Sifa started the last serious game because remember, even though it's a tournament, it was a friendly tournament. So the last game we weren't trying to qualify for the Gold Cup. Cephas was a
me not bring back Cephas off of the bench, brother. That me I try to say.
But I'm saying Cephas in the last really competitive game that we had was a starter. So you don't have to worry about. So he made the team as a starter. So the question is whether Dixon will stay as a starter or not. It's not Cephas.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's more of a question because they utilized Damarai Gray as the attacking midfielder in that game at Sabine. Yeah.
I would really like to see a little bit more of this guy named Mothersill. So I would bring him off the bench in the BVI game also to see what he has to offer. You know?
Yeah.
What you thought about Atkinson taking that penalty?
Well, he's normally pretty good with his penalties, you know. It was just unfortunate.
Okay.
Yeah.
He has a good penalty record.
Yeah, man. I don't usually criticize players heavily when they miss penalty in penalty shoot.
Miss. Right.
It happens. Somebody will miss, you know.
The goalkeeper save it.
Wait, you want the goalkeeper?
Yeah, man.
You want the goalkeeper save?
Me not kill if the
penalty
keeper
still,
save it,
man.
but when you not give yourself a chance, me have to blame me a little bit more than the keeper will have to save. You have to kick the ball, make the keeper save. Me I go put on a little pressure when you kick the ball away from goal, whether over the top or to the side. Keeper save it, you say well saved.
Me not 2% still a penalty.
Yeah.
No, Zidane.
Mm-hmm.
With this NBA final, we are going to see the disparity between the two conferences in this NBA final.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I believe so. I believe I the most I'm giving Pacers is 2 games in this series. The most.
2?
If not 4, yeah. Most are giving.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Well, we could see.
I think there's a gap betwixt.
I think the series scoreline.
Okay.
All right, let's see how close the games are, because you might have 5 really close games and you get 4-1, so you can say, boy, all those games could have gone a call here and there that missed, you know. But let's see if the games, let's see if OKC will win by 10 or more in multiple games. That's when you could say, yo, there's a gulf in between the two conferences.
But
you understand the point?
I don't see them winning more than 2 games, though, if not just 1.
All right.
That's the way.
I
leave it there.
I think Indiana can win 4 games.
Eh?
I think Indiana can win 4 games.
You think Indiana can win? Actually win?
Yes, indeed.
No, sir. That not.
All right.
I don't think so. All right, cool. Let's see,
Yeah, man.
Cool.
All right, big up. All right, Nicholas, we take the break. Your time. We're coming back.
It's now time for Sports in a Minute, sponsored by Edgechem, Western Sports, Megamart, Spectrum Insurance Brokers, D'Angelo Auto Spares and Accessories Limited, and Fosrich.
Manchester City boss Pep Guardiola has put Ryan Nuri at the top of his list to solve his side's problematic left-back spot. City have been operating without a specialist left-back since Benjamin Mendy left. He made his last appearance for the club in August 2021. Zinchenko, Cancelo, and Gabriel are among the players who have been at extended stints in the position. Youngster Nicolo O'Reilly then filled the role towards the end of last season, including the FA Cup final defeat by Crystal Palace. And that's your sports in a minute.
Sports in a Minute was sponsored by Edgechem, changing lives 1 gallon at a time. Western Sports, the sports people. Megamart, best value by far. Spectrum Insurance Brokers, setting the industry standard. D'Angelo Auto Spares and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10, and shop number 10, 1A Chapelton Road. Call 876-929-9146. And Fosrich.
Listen up, Jamaica. At Fosrich, everybody's getting a solar water heater. $20,000 deposit. 6 months to pay. What a deal. Fosrich financing.
Are you ready for something mega? Spend $6,500 or more before GCT. Drop your entry in the box and you can win a 2025 Hyundai Tucson. It's the Mega Wheels Tour promotion. April 5th to September 28th. Second prize, a $50,000 shopping spree every month for a year. Third prize, a $30,000 shopping spree every month for a year. Brought to you by Hyundai, Redstone, Heineken, True Milk, Grace, Walker's Wood, Downing, CPJ Daiquiri, and Carryburst Juice Concentrate. Only at Megamart. Locations island-wide. Megamart. Best value by far. Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Rating Gaming and Law Act.
Paul, I need help with my vehicle cost this year. It's going through the roof. You think I should call Keith?
You're mad. Don't you want a system that easy for you?
Yeah, man.
You want the best price boat here too?
Yeah, man. I bet you want real-time alert and island-wide coverage. Yeah, man. So the smart choice is Hawkeye.
They will give you a free 30-day trial.
Yeah, man.
Hey, tell me something. You ever say anything but yeah, man?
Yeah, man.
Just say, yeah, man, to Hawk Tracker from Hawker. Call us at 926 Hawk. Conditions apply.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, then welcome back. 615-2841. That's 615-2841. We go back on the line. Hello.
New York, New York. Can you guys hear me?
Yes,
Diego, again.
Ah, okay. Orville, go right to it because of a lot of sports in this course. Right. Harty is not a normal ODI batsman. I don't know what was going on with you and Root, but Harty's averaging 15 ODI after about nearly 40 matches,
Yeah, man. Then me not give him credit, man. Him scored 4 centuries in his last 10 ODI innings. I don't know if you were listening at the top. Very few people in our history has done that.
Yeah, but it sounds like you take with things for him, and you're saying he make a bad decision.
No, man. You're gone 100 and add with that. Maybe 12, 15 hours leave. Yeah, but with Shea Hope, who was getting away the ball, there was no need for that shot. But you know, and kill him. But the difference, look at the difference between his innings and Joe Root innings.
That's why I see you mention one of the greatest batsmen. Can't you want to play 5 tests? Can't you?
It probably should be nitpicking, but you have a hungry. Yeah. You have a hungry as an international. The bowling is at your mercy. But the man am out here with a good ball, man.
That's why I got called me out, as a cricket man. You have to, the man a nitpick from Carter.
No, not really a nitpick. But you see the minute when we see him get out, his getting out was the difference between we make 300 and whatever we make on 340, 350. Just battle the end, man, with Shea Hope. The very same over where him chip down the wicket, Shea Hope, just like a man for 60, at the same over in the year with, 12, 15 overs left, Just cricket sense, man. IQ say, all right, the skipper did it, and Shea Hope, as me I tell you, I scored pretty quickly. You set. You have to battle the close, man. The man just chipped down the wicket and just played a shot that I thought was completely unnecessary. But having said that, though, you don't score 4 centuries in 10 innings unless you're really special. And him going on with that.
Talk about that now. First of all, from here you call news, I like to know what point, me don't like the political. Anybody can talk. The political don't make a specific point.
Right.
What is it? Didn't you agree with Sammy as the test coach?
No.
You never agreed?
No, sir. Not on the basis of...
Okay, that's all clarified. Okay.
Not on the basis of what he did in one day.
No, man, what you saying about you, the test coach? We're not going at it. I just wanted to make sure you understand why you were making the points you were making. Next thing now. You think Cartier must pick in your test team now?
You can't drop him again. Come Australia, a man who
I was going to drop him before, after 4 or 5 tests, I don't think the sample size was too small to drop him, man.
I'll tell you something. I remember Dwight and I argued when we went to Pakistan and him get dropped. I said, based on home, I said that youth are batting at the second test against Bangladesh out there where we lose. Some more like a youth here. So I said, me wouldn't drop him for that one of the games in Pakistan. Got dropped. But since him come back, boy, 4 centuries, 10 ODI, 10 ODI in 4 centuries, you cannot, when the next test team pick, you can't drop it.
Me's a Carter man, same need him sample size too. You're picking based on what you see in an assessment to go to the big boys level, test level.
Right.
Give him a little more sample size before you drop him again. We can't just a drop and now bring back new guys just so, Give him
especially.
Next thing now is Orville.
Yeah.
You mentioned football now, the big thing now.
Yeah.
Reggae boy, Cephas Dixon. Big things now. You mentioned you're asking the question, but you never give your opinion. Would you start Cephas and Dixon and drop Damari Gray and Bailey? Want to get your opinion,
Cephas for sure. Dixon. Here is
my. It's a Cephas for sure. Hold on, a genius.
Yeah.
Who you drop for Cephas? We can take it one by one now.
Who play upon the left, sir? Damari Gray.
Yeah. Okay.
So if I had to choose between Damari Gray and Cephas on that left-handed side of the front three, Cephas for sure. That's just me. Now,
my opinion, yeah. We will see what the coach does Saturday. We'll
right.
The way you do, yeah.
Dixon, no.
Dixon, no.
Is that a little bit more tricky? So we have to choose between Nicholson and Leon Bailey now. My thing with
no. Nicholson and Brown. Bailey up on the right side with Dixon.
Right. Also, is Nicholson and Brown that are Warner Brown.
Brown, there you go.
Here's my thing with Nick. I think Bowser's main asset is finishing inside the box, both with him head and with him foot. So he works well when crosses are coming in. The youth when him Warner Brown look like him can give me a little bit more dynamism if the ball him not coming across. Now with Cephas proving that him can outspeed.
No, but you don't tell me so Cephas are coming for things already.
But me I tell you, because I have Cephas who looks like he can get the ball inside the box, I am pro Bowser in the box. Because I think he's probably proven to be just a better finisher. If no service now coming at
more get to Zidane up.
All right,
so you keep Shamar, Dixon up on the right.
Dixon now between Lee and Bailey, based on what me say of the two of them for Jamaica. In recent times, me I go with Dixon.
All right, Zidane, your turn.
All right, this is easy. Cephas, as I keep repeating myself, I don't get it. Cephas did start the last game, and so he's not going to come in. He already made his way into the team. And Shamar Nicholson was dropped out of the team. And Warner Brown looked way better than Shamar Nicholson. So it was Cephas and Warner Brown playing in the same team at Sabina Park. And it looked much better than with Shamar. So if it's between the two, I'm going to, unless Bowser's regained some sort of form, I'm sticking with that combination. And the youngster.
My Bowser not regain form.
So may I stick with Warner Brown? May I stick with Warner Brown?
Warner Brown.
So
Warner Brown, Cephas.
Warner Brown, Dixon are playing the football, and the games were easy. And when you have low block teams, so no way Dixon can get into the starting lineup ahead of Leon Bailey. So that's easy. And then Damarai Gray now would go in midfield. So actually nobody would be dropped actually. None of the key guys, because both are not playing football. He just struggled the last couple of games for us. So none of the key players need to be dropped.
I tell you, a big argument, great minds think alike. That's exactly what they do. One thing about they going to give out team opinion when they are tweet, That's how I have it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put Cephas has to come in.
Yes.
Brown has to come in, but Dixon cannot come in over Leon Bailey. He must come after. He must come. Bailey keeps his game, and then DeMario Gray goes in the Barbary.
And remember, the surprising thing is that not surprising because we know him talent. Bailey was pretty good in his two last games, actually.
There you go.
Yes.
And people have to understand, So may I agree with so. One last thing to move on. What was we talking about? You say you don't want to. You don't want to understand what economic impact is.
I do. No, you are the accountant. What exactly does it mean? I understand the thing in a broad sense, but what does it mean in a?
Well, bottom line is really what it says, impact on your economy in a sense. So when you have a thing like the World Cup now,
yeah. So let's say there was an economic impact of 10 million.
Right. So I'll give you two specific ways.
Yeah.
Revenue. It brings in more revenue to the country, more tourism, so more money. More employment. That's all.
So $10 million economic impact means $10 million more than would be normally spent was spent.
With hosting the World Cup.
All right. I can if it's as basic as that. So normally in a Barbados, 100 million would not circulate. World Cup come 110 million now circulate. So that was $10 million more economic.
There you go. So that's why they were showing you when you got the statistics with the West Indies Cricket Board now, different territories that host. So look at New York. New York make more than even the West Indies.
Yeah, let me ask you a question now, though, Diego.
Yeah.
The government use taxpayers' dollars to, let's say they spend $100 million to host an event of taxpayers' dollars. Mm-hmm. How do I know how much came back to the government itself? Into the coffers for the government. That's the number.
Oh, that's tough.
Those are the numbers that I. So if you're going to criticize the government, that listen, they should have hosted the World Cup. I want to know if they spent up 100 million taxpayers' dollars, if they would make at least back that for hosting the World Cup.
Well, you're not going to get it, but I don't know if you can go for dollar for dollar.
Them number them want, boss.
But the government must benefit if more income. That means you get more taxes, more business.
No, I want the numbers. The direct
no,
number.
you forgot to the accounting department.
And them want Garvey come in and say, see it?
No, but
Garvey can't give that. Garvey
them
can't.
across the people.
But Diego, here's
The Jamaican government figure that study, yes.
Here is where I would follow up with that question. When a government spends 100 million, are they looking to make profit for the government? All right, before me ask that question, I noticed you said the country made 100 million. Is it the same thing to make 100 million as there was 100 million economic impact?
Two different things.
So it's not what you made. It was just the money they circulate.
Circulate for the, as you said, the hotel industry, the food industry, transportation industry, employment for more people employed. So the economic impact is not the government don't make that income. What government makes now is when the tourists come now, the tax for them pay at hotel, the tax for them get from food, the tax for them get from when employees, more employers, they get more taxes from the employers. So the government also benefit, but the numbers I can't tell you.
Yeah, man. But there's a difference between saying Barbados made 100 million or the economic impact in Barbados is 100 million. Not the same statement.
No, two different things.
Okay.
Yeah. They did the economic impact study. What the government makes now, that is something that you would have to get from them based on their controllers department or department that they work with.
Okay. All right. Are you feeling?
So Zidane, no.
Yeah, man. I was aware of that, Diego. That's why I make sure make the point. Because I make the man pull the wool over my eye, you know, so I'm coming in pretty talk. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, you have to give Garvey him credit. He was for it, you know. So, and it obviously now the government, if Guyana and Trinidad and Barbados would have had a positive economic impact, then there's no reason why Jamaica, being the number one tourist country, Caribbean country, you know, in the Caribbean, wouldn't make one.
Mr. Countries was bigger tournament than T20 World Cup and ball after Diego. So much money there.
What was that?
I see countries host bigger competitions than the T20 World Cup and cry about losses after. Governments cry.
Yeah, but World Cup. Let me tell you, all New York made money, Zidane, and New York is new to cricket.
All right.
Hold on, Dave.
Say no more.
Yeah, you're gone.
Yeah, man, I'm good.
All right, okay. Who are you for the finals for the NBA?
Logically or emotionally?
Both. Give me both.
But logically is okay, woman, man.
You think so? All right.
Yeah, man. Basketball logic is not even an argument. Basketball logic.
All right.
Say no more.
Big up.
Hold on, Zidane.
Yeah.
What's your basketball logic?
Indiana,
who you say?
Indiana in 6.
So what's your logic? You have to give me your basketball logic.
Call me back tomorrow, Miguel.
Don't get to me after me hang up.
Right. Indiana in 6. We'll take a break. We're coming back.
We may be all over the world, but we're still in this together. Feel, make it easy for you get your money. So if you have to get something from your brother or mommy, hey, it's a not Insta, it's a MoneyGram. Zoom, check your phone, your money land. VMBS money transfer. CFA faster, easier.
Sign up for VMBS direct to bank account transfer today.
No matter step out behind the line, straight in your account, money reach long time. VMBS money transfer.
For financial news and the latest developments in the business community and economy, Financially Speaking is the top choice. Join me, your host Errol Gregory, Mondays and Wednesdays at 12:30 p.m. as we look at current economic issues, provide small business tips, and help you to build your business and portfolio. That's Financially Speaking, sponsored by Jamaica Stock Exchange, JSE Online Trading.
Are you interested in working in media? Well, this may very well be your chance. Omega Radio is seeking persons to fill the positions of receptionist, traffic coordinator, accountant, and sales executives. If you think you have the right attitude and the drive to be a part of this team, then WhatsApp or call 876-204-9356 or email us at omegaradio@theomegachurch.com.
You're listening to Omega Radio, broadcasting live. Omega Radio, Omega Radio, Omega.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, welcome back. 615-2841 or 676-6968. Those are the numbers. WhatsApp text line is 876-828-0925. We go back online. Hello.
Hey guys, how y'all doing?
Good afternoon, Dwight.
Dangerous in 5.
Dangerous in 5, rather.
Shuttle.
Yeah, man. Orville, Zidane on the good?
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
All right, now let me go back to a call that I had made maybe a number of weeks ago. I said at the time that with the World Cup now out of the way, we heard the debate last year with Preacher. Who did Preacher go
Correction.
for?
Correction.
Preacher, no.
Correction.
Correction. Yeah.
Yes.
We have heard Gavi's strong advocacy. And Gavi saying of some numbers now, Preacher at a particular position. I would love for these two men to come on here and present what the numbers are. And I want sensible numbers too. See? I don't want any bogus no. I don't want anybody, and I want to be fair to everybody. I don't want anybody using terms like economic impact. Because economic impact, the way that they calculated it, includes future earnings.
Yes.
See? It includes future earnings.
Yes.
I want to know
economic impact includes future earnings. Explain that.
The calculation that number that CWI is putting out, the way that economic impact is calculated there includes future earnings. There's a report that Barbados did, I think, that I give a detailed breakdown of some of these numbers, and you can see clearly they show like what the hotels make and stuff, but there's a section there where it also includes future anticipated earnings in the future, and that is included in the numbers that they're putting out there and saying this is the economic impact.
Economic impact. Right? I Google now. Quick Google. Economic impact refers to the overall financial effect that a specific event, project, or activity has on an economy. It's typically measured by changes in business revenue, profits, personal wages, job creation, both directly and indirectly. I'm not sure how much of this says future, but I know my feeling.
What does have to do with what I said? I said there is a report that was done. This is not what we're guessing. There is an actual report that was done with the numbers, and it breaks down the numbers, and a part of the numbers which are broken down includes future earnings. You can go and read the report.
And the future earnings is part of the whatever them said.
Is part of what they claim is the economic impact. Whether a next man calculates another way, I'm saying with these numbers that we have heard coming out of the World Cup, there's a part of what they call economic impact that includes future earnings.
All right, boss. We never see
okay.
All right.
Yeah, man. You can go and Google the document and read the document. But the big thing is this: I want few Preacher and Gava back on the air talking about this. Like Zidane, I want to hear what the taxes are.
Yes.
Because that is what the government said. Their argument was if we spend this, we won't get this back on taxes. We have a very strict program that we need to follow. We have all sorts of things like fiscal surplus and deficit, whatever they call it, all of that. So we have to be careful how we spend the money and things. So I want to hear what would have been the taxes, and I want to hear what the expenditures, and I want to hear what the numbers are. So, Garvey, Preacher, this sound like a face-off, not you, are you?
Yeah.
Hello?
Face-off,
anyway.
I agree. I love that face-off between the two.
Yeah, man. The thing said them the listeners.
Assuming all of them numbers there can be available.
Yeah, man. I know say Garvey up feet, man. I know say Garvey up feet.
I'm not sure how much of the actual numbers are readily available to the public like that. But let's see.
All right, cool. Now, Orville, you are such an unfair person. I can't believe it.
I was wondering how long.
Once upon a time, you tell us, like me, you said, if me select a man for test cricket, he need to play red ball cricket for me to see him look. See?
Yeah.
And that is my position. Now, Carty has gone off and he has done some wonders in the white ball format of the game. And you know getting up and declaring, no man, we can't drop him from the test team. No man, you can't drop, man. How does that square with your earlier position, Barton?
Because he has played 4-day cricket. I was talking about the man that will not play 4-day cricket in our boss.
But he was dropped from the test team, dog.
I would.
You forgot that?
I wouldn't.
He was dropped. He was dropped. He was.
It
dropped.
doesn't mean that I would have
He came back, played regional, didn't impress in regional, and you are now advocating for his white ball form to be used to get him back in the test team. When you say you don't agree with that tonight,
all right. Amir Django, who played in the last test in Pakistan. If you had to pick between Amir Django was dropped.
No, killer. Just tell me why you changed from your original position to this new position.
What's my new position?
Yeah, that you're going to use white ball cricket to get people back.
No, man, this is a man who has played 4-day cricket. My argument was about the man that will never did play 4-day cricket.
Zidane, it sounds like a Spanish man talk. What me ask
Kia Sekati is a 4-day cricketer. By the way, I never think him should have dropped necessarily, you know. But here is not a man. This is a man where he's playing 4-day cricket in the mobile. When he's back into the Caribbean, he's a proper red ball cricketer.
Man, look for me and tell me, sir, he didn't play well in the last regional season, but
what was his average?
He didn't play well in the last regional season.
How well did he do?
I can't remember, but he wasn't a top 10 batter or anything like that in the last regional.
So you wouldn't have him. You wouldn't have him in the test.
Anyway, me hold to my position still. Same way. I'm going to hold to my position. I don't care if Baggio will laugh after me. My old position was always that Rakeem Cornwall deserved to have been selected to the West Indies test team. You did agree with that, too? Not true, Orville?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah. He played well in regional. And no matter what he did after that, I'm not going to say the man never deserved in place. True or false?
Yeah, man. The man not deserve him. Yeah,
man. So people like Baggio laugh after me, say Cornwall go England and couldn't get an appeal. That's irrelevant because he deserved to have been given his plane ticket to England. Not true?
Yes.
Yeah. Similarly, I believe Darren Sammy did what he should have done to have gotten the job as West Indies test captain, coach.
No, I disagree.
What do you mean, here?
Mr. Dear, I disagree.
You don't agree with, no, if you agree with Rakeem Cornwall, then you have to agree with Sammy too.
No.
You can't come tell me what is happening in England now. We have to look at what he did before.
No, that's
inconsistent, Zidane.
All right, so make the two we talk, sir.
No, I want to ask Zidane if it's consistent. Zidane, that argument sounds consistent.
But wouldn't Rakeem Cornwall dominate 4-day cricket? So if he dominates 4-day cricket, he's supposed to get that test.
No, the bottom line is, Orville said what thing they did before didn't show any improvement to the white ball team. Orville was willing to concede that if he showed improvement with the white ball team, that he would be deserving of getting the coach of the test team. But Orville claimed that he didn't really improve the white ball team. That was the argument. Not true, Orville?
Why are you talking and not allowing me to talk?
Let me hear you.
Rakeem Cornwall was, for many seasons, among our best red ball bowler. Right there amongst the very best. So if we go and play red ball test cricket, then the man among the best red ball bowler deserves a game or deserves consideration. I don't know that the same logic applies to a man who is coaching in the white ball format. One he did fairly well with, one he barely moved the needle, and that qualifies him now for test cricket.
I want to target the specific principle that I'm at. I'm not talking about red ball cricket. I'm talking about the principle of. We're not going to look at Rakeem Cornwall and what he did against England when him got there and couldn't even get an appeal. But you call me every day of the week to laugh off him.
No, he deserves a chance based on what he was doing in red ball cricket.
Yeah. So we want to just focus when it comes on to Darren Sammy and what he did before. We're not going to look on this series and say, them shouldn't get the job. We want to look at what he did before. You think that's a fair position?
I don't think he did anything special before.
Okay, so let me check if it's fair. Let me see if he didn't do anything special.
Right.
So with the white ball team, and Zidane, thanks for giving that correction.
Which one are the white ball?
The white ball ODI team.
Yeah.
He improved the win percentage from 27% 2 years before he was there to 56%. Does that sound like a significant improvement?
What is his record now? as an ODI coach.
Lord of mercy. Zidane, does that sound like a significant improvement, Zidane?
Percentage-wise,
Two times better.
Yeah, percentage-wise, I guess so.
Yeah,
But you look at opponent.
27% to 27% to 56%.
Were you checking on the opponents? Or
Yeah, because that would be a
yeah, man.
That
We did get the stats there. We did get the stats about the opponent in terms of strong opponent. So he was strong. It was good as well with a strong opponent. But critically, he beat England 2-1 during his time. And he beat Bangladesh, a team that had beaten the West Indies. I think he was like 9 times on the trot. He beat Bangladesh 3-0 during his time. That sound impressive?
Bangladesh now come back and beat with... No, that was T20. What is his record now?
We're talking about the ODI team.
No, may I ask you, what is his record
Just
now?
focus on the ODI cricket. Just focus on it.
Let me ask you, what is his record
beat
now?
Bangladesh 3-0. He beat England 2-1. They moved it from 27 to 57. But here, let's talk about the players. Carty, a player that was averaging 32 before him come on. He's now averaging 52 under Darren Sammy just before he got the job. He averaged 52 under Sammy. Rutherford, a player who was never selected to the ODI team, was averaging 71 under Sammy. These are new players. Doesn't that sound impressive?
As individuals, you could say that.
Yeah, but he's not supposed to get credit for that. And Morty, as a bowler, was averaging 25 as a bowler up to when Ting the Arm got the job. That sound impressive? Boss man, but just put down the stats in front of you.
Yeah, does
that sound like he did something?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, cool. I like you honest. We're gonna leave the England county cricket thing for another day because we have too much data for sure right now. Okay. All right, so we'll talk next day.
All right,
but Garvey and Preacher, we want to hear the face after. All right? All right, cool. Respect. Dangerous in 5 out.
Dangerous in 5. All right?
All right.
On the clock. Stop. Yeah, I will take a break. We're coming.
Go straight to Western Sports for all your track and field needs, like spikes, high jump equipment, throwing implements, hurdles, not to mention your team tracksuits, running tights, vests, and shorts.
The time by Western Sports, the sports people, is
3 o'clock.
Set the trend, set the trend.
The Trend-Setting Sports Desk, Mondays to Fridays, 1 to 4 p.m., is Jamaica's #1 call-in sports program. Join me, Orville Higgins, and me, Christopher Zidane Matthews, as we continue to take call-in sports discussions to the highest levels on radio. The Sports Desk, Mondays to Fridays, 1 to 4 p.m., on Jamaica's #1 sports radio station. The hour between 3 and 4 p.m. is sponsored by Western Sports, the sports people, with locations in Kingston, Ocho Rios, and Montego Bay.
For financial news and the latest developments in the business community and economy, Financially Speaking is the top choice. Join me, your host Errol Gregory, Mondays and Wednesdays at 12:30 p.m. as we look at current economic issues, provide small business tips, and help you to build your business and portfolio. That's Financially Speaking, sponsored by Jamaica Stock Exchange, JSC Online Trading.
Greetings to you listeners. This is Reverend Ryan A. Gordon, Senior Pastor of the Broken Vessels Healing and Deliverance Ministries, located at 120 Main Street, Pineapple, Ocho Rios, St. Anne, Jamaica, West Indies. Join me every Sunday morning at 8:30 a.m. inside the Kingdom Lifestyle Radio Show with Brother Frisco. Join me for a word in time. You cannot afford to miss this powerful word every Sunday morning on this station.
It's all right.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and #1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, so you know what time it is. It's after 3 o'clock, so it's time now for the second selection. Are you ready for us, Miss B? Miss B says she'll be ready right now. So it's brought to you by Edge Campaigns for people who dream in color. And the name of the selection is one from Garnet Silk. It's called Lord, watch over our shoulder.
Here I come again, Jaja. Before your presence we singing. Lord, watch over our shoulders tonight and help us live our words tomorrow. Let's not forget where we're from. Father, show us the way to go. He said, I must love and feed my enemies, and I'm gonna do it. He said, I shouldn't hate or grudge, and I won't, not even for a minute. Let only truth come from my lips. Bless our souls, cause without you we can't make it. Lord, watch over our shoulders tonight and help us live our words tomorrow. Let's not forget where we're from, for show us the way to go. You're the wind beneath my wings. See me through all little things. You lifted me when I was down. Now you have me standing on higher ground. Lord, watch over our shoulders tonight and help us live our words tomorrow. Let's not forget where we're from, for show us the way to go. How excellent is thy name. Deliver us from sin and shame. Out of the mountain, babe, and settle in. You have ordained strength. Oh, Jah, I'm depending on you. Oh, no other help I know. Oh, Jah, I'm depending on you. Oh, no other help I know. You're the only way. God be dependent. With you I wanna stay. Please don't go away, Lord. Lord, watch over shoulders tonight and help us live our words tomorrow. Let's not forget where we're from, for the show us the way to go. You said I must love and feed my enemies, and I'm gonna do it. You said I shouldn't hate or grudge, and I won't, not even for a minute. Let only truth come from my lips. Bless our souls, Lord, without you we can't make it. Lord, watch over our shoulders tonight and help us live our words tomorrow. Let's not forget where we're from, for show us the way to go. You're the wind beneath my wings. See me through all little things. You lifted me when I was down. Now you have me standing on higher ground. Lord, watch over our shoulders tonight and help us live our words tomorrow. Let's not forget where we're from, for the show us the way to go. Oh, Jah, I'm depending on you. Oh, no other help I know. Oh, Jah, I'm depending on you. No other help I know. Watch over our shoulders. Help us live our words.
The man called Garnet Silk says, Lord, watch over our shoulders tonight and help us live that. I tell you, Garnet Silk, that is, just want to tell you though, that it is now established that the Sports Desk is currently streaming on all of the Omega platforms. We are on YouTube, Omega Radio, Facebook, Omega Radio, Twitch, Omega Radio Network, TikTok, Omega Radio. And you can get us online at omegaradio.co. So there is no platform known to man that you can't get us now. So no more excuses about not being able to hear us. All right, overstay now, Miss B. Do we go back online? All right, Miss B says we go back online. Here we go. Hello.
Yeah, man. Wagwan.
Nick.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, man. Me there. Yo, Zidane.
Mm-hmm.
The basketball finals, right?
Yes.
Look like Indiana gone with it, you know.
Me think so.
I hear my analysis.
Give me, you know.
And a guru name correction no call a while ago, man, I say Indiana have no chance.
So you know what that means?
And the way how the guru prediction them they go woeful, you know.
Hey, remember I know. Hold on.
That's my analysis.
Let me remind you about something.
The type, you know.
From the early part of the season, correction made no mention of the Thunder. I mean, what me say, well, you not talk about the Thunder? I said, no, sir. He mentioned Houston, then he eventually went for the Golden State Warriors.
I'm a virgin, but I have a touch.
Yes.
You know that's my only analysis. Correction say
Indiana has no chance.
Indiana and have no chance. So therefore, Indiana go with it. That alone make them go with it.
You're funny.
Mr. Higgins.
Yeah.
Question. Ravman Powell. Any news on anything why he's not in the squad? Any official thing come up?
Why I try and make some inquiries. My understanding is that he was just not selected.
So just like that, right?
Just
a former captain, he's no longer the captain, and he's not in the squad, and the coach or whoever don't have the respect to come out and give a statement. What are good? Why he's not in the squad, right? And that's the same coach who used to cry about oppression, Darren Sammy.
Why? Probably I'm going to tell us no oppression. I'm just think 14 other man.
Whatever it is, come out and tell us say him have a lifelong injury, so him can't play again. Come out and tell us say you know, some young man can't get along.
Yeah, but that is as a skipper, right? Though. You can't get along with him as a player because clearly there was ideological differences between
the two. My point is
as a leader, but not as a player.
My point is whatever the case is, not because Ravman Powell warrants selection in the squad. You understand? Now you're not going to select him. Let us know why. Right? He Darren Sammy of all people, you know, should have known that, you know.
Yeah, it would have been nice. It would have been nice to hear.
These are the things that Darren Sammy used to stand up against, even when we win the T20 World Cup at that point, you know, that time. He lick out against the board and stuff.
No man, it wasn't cases like this doing. They talk about some other things. They're not talking about players get a player who's dropped.
No, but it's in a similar mode. So now you have a player who was former captain, right? Come and you're the coach, and the coach now as a can select the team, can select whoever I want, right? Because we don't have a selector no more. Now he should come out and tell us, right, why you don't select Ravman Powell. What's the reason? And tell us the real reason. Whether or not it's favorable or not, tell us.
It's a fair point. It's a fair point.
You can't leave, because when you leave something like that in the open, you are leaving it for us to form whatever opinion we want to form.
Fair enough.
So, I don't agree with that, and
well, I've heard both Ravman and Sammy addressing the issue of captaincy. You know, Ravman has stated it clearly that they had differences on how he was captaining the team. Ravman has said they put statistical evidence in front of him and want him to follow those.
No, I have no problem with the captaincy, you know.
Yeah, but to not now select him as a player.
As a player I'm talking about.
It's a little strange.
Yes, and you can't just leave it as a little strange. They must come out and address something. Tell the public something.
Fair enough.
So, anything I can find out, just let us know.
Yeah, man. I will.
But my point is, Sammy of all person, that's one of the things that him should have come in at the West Indies management and change. That's one of the things that him should have changed, because he's now at the helm and part of the team.
Well, let me ask you this. Let me just throw this in the dark. Clearly, there were arguments between Sammy and Ravman as to the direction of the team. What if it's a case if Sammy come out and say the real reason why Ravman can't be a part of the squad, it make Ravman look bad? Because we don't know the level where them with a discussion they take.
Orville, okay, if Ravman is going to, if it's going to make Ravman look bad, so be it. But with the public needs
But
to know.
but don't make us guess.
If Ravman was disrespectful to him in what, like in a private setting, and that's the case, let us know. Let the public know what we are hiding. The thing belong to them, or it belong to the West Indies public.
What if he thinks that by not hearing potential dirty linen in public, he's leaving the door open for Ravman to come back? While if he should put it out there, whatever the discussions were, the public would probably come down against Ravman. Is that is that a possibility?
That's a possibility.
Yeah.
But we should know. Listen.
You ever hear a boss? Hold on, I hear your point, you know, and on the surface, I agree with you. But sometimes, all right, you ever hear a boss have a problem with an employee, and him say, and the employee are going away, and the boss say, "Hey, what you do? Take a few weeks. Me no want suspend you for the public. No, just take some time off. I won't say publicly what happened. And sometimes that is done to protect the employee.
Okay, so based on that, what you're saying, right?
Yes.
If it's something like that, and you want to be diplomatic, then
yes,
just come out and tell the public that we are considering him in the future, but for now we are giving him some time. You understand?
Some rest.
Some rest.
That's the word with them chewing when them ready, you know. So is being rested.
Tell the public at the moment we don't have nothing. We don't have nothing. We just see a former captain who still warrant a place in the squad.
Yeah, well.
Somebody's saying that he's actually in the squad.
He's in the squad?
Yes.
You hear that, Orville?
No, man, the original squad we never see. So I don't know if him added. No, I tell you what, he wasn't in the squad for Ireland.
Yeah.
So unless he was in the squad for England. That may have to check. But when I check the squad for Ireland,
well, check it. I'll check it too. But
yeah.
If not, them need to say something. You understand?
Yeah.
All right, I might too send that.
All right.
So let me check if he's in the squad for England.
All right.
Big up yourself, Nick.
All right, cool. How we stay now?
615-2841, 615-2841, or 676-6968. Back online. Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Good afternoon.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah,
good
man.
afternoon.
You're live.
Good evening, Mr. Matters and Mr. Higgins.
Good afternoon.
Is who this again?
Andrew, man, from Garden Town, man.
Andrew
from
from
Liverpool.
Andrew from Garden Town. How are you?
Yeah, well, they are going to see program and some things with the West Indies. A long time something them there, because as you say, Cornwall deserving spot.
Yeah.
But as I tell you already, if them use other things, say, if you not play in the regional and perform, you can't get a pick in the West Indies.
Yeah.
Yeah, the West Indies squad. Really Ravman Powell thing. You know, one thing with Brian Lara and Franklin Rose and one word for passa.
Yeah.
And Jimmy Adams look at cutting a hand and them say, boy, a bird knife. But Jimmy Adams.
Yes, I remember very well.
Yeah, them now come out and tell you the real issue. That's with the West Indies. You have to in the circle, as you know, Orville. You have to in the circle and you hear things. Ravman now come and say, boy, that's the case. Can no one kill himself? Can anything he say can go against him? Whether I go say yes or no. You understand me? Cause me say, a man whether skip at the side. I hear him say, when him say, Sammy put a thing in front of him, or he want the skip, or he want the side to run.
Right.
If you put the thing, you're supposed to say, all right, yeah, what? Me pick you as the captain, me I'll give you run the side, and if the side now perform, then you have to go to my way. We don't know if that's how it's going on.
Yeah, but what I've been saying, the last 10 T20 matches that Ravman captain, we won only 2.
But we don't know under what kind of thing him a follow, where him a follow Sammy thing.
yeah,
I go film win.
No, but if my
follow
if my follow Sammy thing, then Sammy couldn't get rid of him. If you are captain in the team the way the coach wants to, if you're captain and you have a substantial losing record, then the coach can't fire you. Can't get rid of him.
But remember, you know, we see several man where perform and still can't get a game in a West Indies side.
No, but Rovman himself is suggesting that he's more an instinctive captain. So him not necessarily going to follow the statistics and the blueprint that you put on before him prior to the start of the game. So it would be interesting if be a fly up on the
to
wall.
find out and hear what go on.
Yeah.
All right, what's on? And next thing, you put 11 man out. You pick a side, put 11 man out there.
I want to tell you something. By tomorrow, I will come back and see if I can clarify exactly what is the situation.
Yeah, because you put 11 man out there. I'm going to go out there, drop catch and man, I drop a ball short pitch and all them something there. A man now get the ball off of the square and all them. So, oh, if you win.
No, let me tell you what I understand it to be. From the few little discussions I've had. Them have a thing named statistics where the coach them like to use. So in the dressing room, let's say that them look at, what's your name again?
Andrew.
Let's say the coach look at Andrew's statistics in the last 5-10 games and say, gentlemen, that brother when he Andrew were about 5. He has been out to left arm spinners 5 of the last 7. Stats are tell me that. When him come back, make certain say more to get the ball for ball to him. Because the stats him last
I show
said that boom. Or gentlemen, that man I love cut or that man I love hook. So whatever we do, the stats say, I just am strong here.
Put on the left hand.
Or plug that gap here, plug that gap here. So these are stats that the coach would tell you before you take the field. What Rovman is suggesting is that fine, these stats are fine. These things that you get fed before the game, fine. But there are times when, as skipper, you're up on the field. And although the stats are the left arm spinner more likely for that man. Boy, me see the right arm medium meeting same can lick with that man. Now, when you don't work with the stats and lose, the coach, I said, brother, you understand? The coach, I said, brother, we never say a left arm spinner for ball to the man. Then how you go right arm thing and
a ball right arm medium or something different.
So basically, I think that are the difference between the two.
Next thing, you see, Garvey or Garvey, what his name is, and Dwight, them are the two same type of person.
They are.
Them come and then give you time to talk and then come with them one bag of stats and say, Ray, what have you.
Yeah.
Sometimes the stats, a man put stats, you know.
And certainly in the case of Chatu, he misinterpret the stats all the way.
I not listen a while ago. I listened to Gavin before, and Gavin not give no time to talk.
No.
Him alone was one talk. Do it at the next thing. The man not give no time to talk. So Yannin can hold a conversation. So who listen can understand.
Well,
your opinion and my opinion can be two different opinions. No?
Yeah, man.
But it one can go in the same part, in the right vein. What that means, me and you have to think the same way?
No.
Okay. Like a man say, when you say the out swinger are the hardest ball for ball.
Yeah.
If you know anything about cricket, you know that. The ball, man will hit stump. I just something man will hit stump, you know.
Yeah, man. Me not understand how
the man not ball for get no caught there. The man a ball for lick your wicket.
No, well, in fairness. No, in fairness.
Most like my ball for his stump.
Hold on, man. In Test cricket, the fast bowlers, quite often them bowling more to hit the edge than to actually bowl it out. So they will concentrate. They will bowl more balls just outside off.
Outside the half stump.
Than on the stumps itself. So I wouldn't necessarily go with you on that. That they are trying to get the ball.
Yeah, that is a plan.
In one-day cricket,
the half stump.
Yeah, in one-day cricket, the dynamics are a little bit different. Where LB and bowl down become more likely, to be a mode of dismissal. But in a Test cricket, certainly with the new ball, more than likely the fast bowlers are going to be just outside.
Swing for you because you're not playing a shot. Test cricket, you're not playing a shot. You see the whole day and know down the ball.
Right.
No, you're not playing a shot.
Yeah.
And then boy that says, see if it's 10 a band man out. So go see if it's shine up on the ball for me.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, I could leave it.
All right.
That's a look tree saying.
Man from Garden Town. Big up.
Big up, guys.
All right.
Nick, how we stay now?
615-2841, 615-2841, or 676-6968. And if you can't call and you want to still be a part of the program, you can WhatsApp us at 828-0925. That's 828-0925. All right, so talk to us now, Mr. Burford. All right, so
hold on. All right, Burford, talk to it. Unless me answer something, all right.
all right, so let me see what my friend here sent me. This does help me, my boss, but me I work with you, you know. That Ravman Powell is in the team.
The T20 team in England. Somebody sent me the team because I felt it was a little strange. Me never see him initially. All right, hello.
What is what I want?
Yeah.
Yes, QC.
QC, you can tell me.
All I can tell is the Ravman gone to England today. I don't know England.
Then almost the T20 then, man.
I don't know. The man gone to England this morning. I don't know it. All I can tell you, he never play. You know the match yesterday, one FBC match. The man gone to England.
Oh, you know England him gone?
Work with me, man.
Work with me. All right, cool.
I'm me at the cricket, man. That's work with me.
All
right. You know, me come to talk about
yeah.
Me not Zidane, me not take the side with Garvey, but me just try reason objectively.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think is most likely to lose in terms of finance, or is the game? Cause me depend the side you depend from man, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Because up till now, me hear the government still pay off debt where 2007 World Cup.
Yeah.
So me not gonna say boy me depend Garvey side, me depend preacher side. Me just a reason objectively as a base pan when me hear. Me don't know if it's true, so them still pay off debt from 2007 World Cup.
Yes.
But who do you think is more likely to lose? Or what is the purpose of hosting the World Cup? For the government to get financial gain, or is to take the people in the country, give them viable way to make a money or increase whatever? Who do you think?
I think the more money that a government have, it's better for the country at their disposal.
It's a delicate balance. You have to always balance between short-term gains and long-term gains.
All right, fine. From my little dunceness, I walk over to school. I'm going to do an accounts exam one time. But I realize that the local businesses are going to make money in Zidane. I'm not saying that they want nobody.
No, but remember, if local businesses make money, you know, then the government make money. So it's all about how much money. So once business, yes.
Work with me. Hotels are going to make money. Restaurants are going to make money. Shops are going to make money.
Yeah.
Transportation services.
Yeah, man, but
money, right?
yeah, I get that.
All right. There are going to be an influx of whatever, media, staff, everything. But Zidane, between me and you, you know, the person who is most likely to lose money. Remember, you know, the ICC. People that about advertisement and things, you know, the ICC get a big chunk. Jamaica is not the whole. That's where you look on it as where you sell get a big share of the money. You know. The ICC have a big chunk of money where them get from media and advertisement and all them something. You know. So but I believe so when World Cup keep and Jamaica, all the viewership where man talk about this to advertise Jamaica and all this. No, it doesn't work like that. You understand me, Ashley?
Mm-hmm.
The government, the host country, is most likely to lose because watch out. Despite the potential of tourism and all the national thing what you want to talk about, you have to understand that the government have to put things in a place. Infrastructure, security, transportation, all them they take a whole heap of money. We can give you a big example of somebody will lose whole heap of money. In 2004, Athens Olympics, right? And the 2016 Olympics.
Yes.
You know what they left the country, bro? in a long term there.
Yeah. I said that today earlier that many countries have hosted bigger competitions than the T20 World Cup, and them the countries struggle
And one of the
financially.
reasons was underused facilities, just like when we have ball home. You know, but day after day people come and ball about Chilani, you know. Whole heap of days, yeah, man, come and ball about money should spend on this, so a white elephant, and you never hear that.
Yeah.
So what you think of the money when them use Bill Chilani? You know, since they're down the drain that gone.
Yes.
Well, the stadium is still there, but
is it being utilized?
The question is, was it the best expenditure of funds? And there will always be good arguments against it.
1 out of every 2 Jamaicans will tell you it's a waste of taxpayers' money. Me not answer that, Orville. Me hear it on this radio every time.
Yes.
So utilization of funds based on location that was accessible for put the stadium in a place for World Cup and all these things. You can't lose money. I might get the government they look on. As I said, me not take the other side or preacher side. Me just reason objectively on the facts whether they will cost about Chilani multi-purpose stadium.
Yeah.
So me I said the government can't lose money based on infrastructure, based on security and all these kind of things. So that's just my little 2 cents. But Orville, Ghana, England, I don't know where gonna play.
I must a T20 team.
Orville, Ravi Ghana, England, I don't know. Look more. But as Mr. I'm not upon nobody side, but the government can't lose money, Zidane, as me I up on the same side.
Indeed.
All right.
Big up QC.
Ready? Back on line. All right. Hello. Yes.
Rooney this one.
Rooney.
It's big of yourself. Zidane Matthews.
Good afternoon, Rooney.
The brilliant player who not the most brilliant analyst of the game.
Why you tell lies?
Who may I tell
How
lies?
did the conversation start?
The outswing conversation?
Yeah, how did it start?
No, me I say me rate Jaden Seals, man. Cause the first time I see him could outswing the ball and
the first time you saw him, where did I play?
No test cricket, me see him play.
Okay, so we have a test cricket conversation, right?
No.
About people who play test cricket and do it.
No. I was saying that because he was bowling the harder ball to bowl in terms of which way you swing. If him could do that, then he must have something about it.
Okay.
So I don't know.
He would have been good and everything.
Once you can do that,
Let me ask you a simple question. What's so special about what he did?
Because to me, to bowl the outswing consistently, and being able to pitch on or about the stump and swing it away is a very difficult act. I would make you a special bowler.
What's so special about that?
Then tell me the level of difficulty.
So all right, okay.
The level of difficulty and its effectiveness as a wicket taking ball.
Not a problem. Take your break.
Hold the line, yeah.
Give a little something. US $1 JD 150 every time you receive a remittance from Lasco Money Transfer to sponsor a social project selected by the Jamaica Social Stock Exchange. Say, I want to donate $1 to the cashier. Donations accepted at these locations: 38.5 Red Hills Road, Kingston 10, 15 Chandos Place, Poppin Square, Kingston 10, and Shop 203 Bay West Shopping Center, 3 St. James Street, Montego Bay.
It's now time for Sports in a Minute, sponsored by Edgechem, Western Sports, Megamart, Spectrum Insurance Brokers, D'Angelo Auto Spares and Accessories Limited, and Fosrich.
Novak Djokovic ended Cameron Norris' encouraging French Open run with a straight-set victory over the Briton to reach the quarterfinals. Djokovic, bidding for a standalone record of 25 Grand Slam singles titles, beat Norris 6-2, 6-3, 6-2. Norris playing in the last 16 at Roland Garros for the first time, was looking for another scalp in Paris after stunning 11th seed Daniel Medvedev in the first round. However, the world number 81 never seriously looked like causing an upset against a 30-year-old great. If Norrie had taken his chances, particularly in the second set, where he led by a break, it would have applied more pressure to the serve. And that's your sports in a minute.
Sports in a Minute was sponsored by Edgechem, changing lives 1 gallon at a time. Western Sports, the sports people. Megamart, best value by far. Spectrum Insurance Brokers, setting the industry standard. D'Angelo Auto Spares and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10, and shop number 10, 1A Chapelton Road. Call 876-929-9146. And Fosrich.
Listen up, Jamaica. At Fosrich, everybody's getting a solar water heater. $20,000 deposit. 6 months to pay. What a deal. Fosrich Financing.
Are you ready for something mega? Spend $6,500 or more before GCT. Drop your entry in the box and you can win a 2025 Hyundai Tucson. It's the Mega Wheels Tour promotion. April 5th to September 28th. Second prize, a $50,000 shopping spree every month for a year. Third prize, a $30,000 shopping spree every month for a year. Brought to you by Hyundai, Redstone, Heineken, True Milk, Grace, Walker's Wood, Downing, CPJ Daiquiri, and Carryburst Juice Concentrate. Only at Megamart. Locations island-wide. Megamart, best value by far. Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Rating Gaming and Lotteries Act.
You're listening to Omega Radio, broadcasting live. Omega Radio, Omega Radio, Omega.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, so we're back. Hello.
Yeah, man. Rooney's still there. Man.
Yeah, Rooney.
So, as I said, we did talk about what's so special about the ball. We don't talk about the degree of difficulty.
Then the degree of difficulty make it special, my boss.
All right, that make it special.
Yeah.
So why is it special if every test cricketer do it?
Every test cricketer in swing the ball.
Everybody, every right-hand bowler who run in and leg of this cricket ball, a new ball, do it. So what's so special
and I'm saying
that?
every test cricketer will run in and leg of the new ball can in swing the ball as well. But less of them can outswing it at will and at pace.
Mr. Name me one. All right. All I'm going to ask you for do now is name me one when we couldn't do it.
Let me say it again. There's something probably wrong with your ears. Everybody who plays international cricket as a decent fast bowler can in-swing the ball and can outswing the ball. But less of them can outswing the ball at pace. More of them can in-swing the ball. Good, sir.
So what?
You want me to say it a third time?
So you have the numbers for that?
No.
So then you have to talk off the top of your head then?
May I talk because I understand the game?
No, you have to talk off the top of your head.
I'm talking with an understanding
of the
game.
This is just you talking off the top of the head.
All
you understand? If it's sound bright.
Brian Lara square cut the ball.
No, don't go to Brian Lara. Stay to what we are talking about.
No.
Because I don't want a topic change. I don't want this change. No, I want you to stay upon what we are talking about. We're talking about the outswing. And I'm telling you, every right-hand pacer running into a right-hand batsman outswing this cricket ball. So what's a special about Jaden Seal do?
You have numbers for that?
Eh?
You have numbers?
No, me see all of them do it.
No, man, I got to talk off the top of your head.
No, me see all of them do it.
Well, me say all of them can do it as well. Me say it too, you know. But me say more of them in swing rather than curl it away.
I guess it's about more of them.
Well,
I guess.
So you see more of them in swing.
All of them outswing. Me see all of them outswing. Come and go look, you know.
So hold on now. So you see more
15 people.
You see more of them. Hold on. You see more of them in swing than outswing the ball.
What?
Do you see more fast bowlers?
No. I wasn't looking for in-swing. I was looking for outswing. Come on, know what's so special about a right-hand bowler?
Hold on, so which one of them?
Outswing the ball.
Which one of them?
You want to know what's special about it? And everybody will look and do it.
Which one of them happen more often? The in-swing or the perfect outswing?
But you ask me.
All right, Rooney. Make you leave it there, sir. You win the argument. Yes.
It's not about winning.
No,
just the one you go on like you're brighter than me or you're when me
I don't know about brighter, but I understand the cricket better than you.
Everybody who bowls cricket ball and test cricket ball outswing. It's nothing special.
And everybody
so who go on like I don't special.
And everybody who bowl ball in a test cricket ball in swing as well.
Because they are the T20 finals, T20 schoolboy finals were there. Yes, I went Saturday and see a little youth, a boy from Manchester running to a boy from Excelsior who back right and it outswing.
Rooney.
So what are you saying to me?
Rooney, everybody every international bowler in swing the ball as well, you know. So what is your argument?
You hear me with the argument other than it's nothing special Jaden Seal do. So you got to say because him do it, him got special.
No,
that makes
I'm
absolutely
saying
no sense.
Listen what I just said.
Why Mr. Shannon Gabriel do it? Why Shannon Gabriel never special?
Shannon Gabriel never as good as Jaden Seals for outswing the cricket ball.
Hear me now. Brother, you talk a whole heap of rubbish You understand me? And when somebody try to say, yo, he's rubbish attack, there's nothing special in him though, you try to defend. You understand me?
Right,
and there's nothing to defend.
You win the argument.
And you come talk about we play cricket and we don't understand.
No, you
what
don't.
You understand about cricket?
That outswingers are harder for the right hand bowler to bowl than the in-swinger.
What you think you understand about bowling the outswinger? What? Tell the public what it is you understand about
may I ask you one question where you cannot
why
answer?
You know that Jaden Field is going to be good.
May I ask you one?
Schoolboy we're bowling from Manchester, now go good.
May I ask you one question where you can't answer?
Ask the question.
Right-handed batsman batting to a left-arm pace. Think about it. Right-handed batsman, left-arm seamer. The left-arm seamer bowl over the wicket. Right-hand man a bat. Yeah. Which swing is more likely? The one where I leave swinging away from the right-hander, or the one where I curl back in the ear towards the right-hander's leg stump?
Which one is what? More natural?
Yeah.
Which one easier?
Both. Left-arm bowler, right-hand batsman. Which is more natural and easy? To swing the ball away or to curl it back and when him a drive it with
which is more natural.
Which one is easier?
Do I know what is
all right?
What
which
is
one?
Easier for
which one is
the brother way a ball?
Which one is easier? Or which one do you see more often?
Because when I ask a specific left arm pace, what is your stop ball? You know what I'm telling me? In swingers to the right hander. It's not the one we go cross the right hander. So what are you saying to me? I'm ask a next left arm pace, and I'm gonna say the one we go away from the right hander. It's different bowlers bring different things.
Rooney, may I ask you which one are you more likely to see? The left arm pace we can curl back the ball to the right hander, or the one we swing with the ball from the right hander?
Coming back. The first time we saw the ball coming back from a left arm pace, that was Luke Williams.
Luke Whitney from States. But me ask you which one more natural. You know if you tell me
the ball coming back.
Just tell me which one more natural.
You understand me?
Just tell me which one more natural. Left arm pace. Right. Why you take so long? Which one is easier? Which one do you going to see more often? Which one do you going to see more often? The left arm pace we are curl the ball away from the right hander, or the one we are swing it back into the right hand?
But
I've asked you 5 times. You can't answer, and we all know why. Have a nice day, Rooney. Have a nice day.
I've seen it both.
Yes, but you're not going to answer which one you see more often. You lose the argument, Rooney. Believe it there. People, the reason why Rooney can't answer that, may ask him 5 times, is because as much as him now agree with me, Rooney know that him conscience would not allow him to tell you that a left-arm pacer over the wicket to the right-hander is more likely to curl the back into him too than swing the ball across it. Rooney knows say he would sleep tonight if him say, I show you tell. Well, that's the same principle for the right-arm pace, Rooney. Hug up that. Next call. Hello.
Hey, this afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Fraser, how you doing?
Good. No, Patrick, man.
Oh, Patrick, how you doing?
Yes, boss. Let me ask you a question. Maybe we have a little issue with understanding some simple economics. You keep a dance in our country, right? And did not see make a money, soupy, Paris, man. Everybody make a money from the outside of the thing.
Yeah.
Could have paid them light bill and water bill and send them pay to go to school. But you, the promoter, broke even. Was it a successful event? For the overall economy. You, not for you. Was your economic the difference, was your policy economic impact?
The difference between me and the government, I have zero interest in the Let me answer the question.
It's a basic question.
But I'm going to answer
you. Kept a dance, right?
But you asked me the question already, you know, boss.
It's a poor analogy, my boss.
You asked me the question.
No, don't talk about poor. Answer the question.
But me, I'm going to answer you. I am saying, if me keep a dance and me not make the money, it was not a successful dance to me.
For you, but for the overall economic impact on the community.
I may say to you that the difference between me and the government is I have no obligation at all to keep dancing.
Understand that.
For the peanut man and the porridge man and the cane man and the crown anchor man.
The analysis of the event, did it impact the community in investment?
Yeah, Carla. But it's simply, if the government broke even, hold on, man. If the government broke even, and the people in the country make money, then it would have been a success.
Good.
So they didn't lose any money, but the people of Jamaica was there for
in economics.
So you're saying that was the case that the government would make back the money?
No, I'm saying even if they broke even,
then I agree.
What if they lose? What if they lost money? What if what they spend back there?
They lost money, but the multiplier take up the investment could.
Well, we never lose because we never bid.
All right. So the issue with this question now is they never bid for the event. How do we assess whether or not you have made money We don't know. And the thing about investing in fixtures and stuff for the event is that those are to be used going forward. So if you fail to use them, to monetize them after the event, it's not the event's fault, you know. If you fail to use Chilani Stadium properly after the World Cup of 07, don't blame the Chilani the World Cup of 07. Blame you. Well, fail to monetize it.
I want to bring in the stadium issue for this scenario because no stadium was asked to be built for this one.
All right.
So even though I'm on the side that it should not have been held, that wouldn't be a good point because they didn't need to build any stadium.
No, well, they didn't need to build a stadium still, but they had the plan was to spend a significant amount of money to renovate.
The fact other less named countries, other less named recognizable countries in the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Right?
No, in fairness to the government, you know, the money to fix up Sabina, we had heard 300 million, you know, or 400 million. I think the JCA them could have get it done cheaper.
Sabina Park is not owned by the government.
No. So that is
joint venture.
Which is exactly one of the reasons why the government said we now put up the much 100 million.
Yeah, and that's
so while they were not required to build a venue, they were required to significantly improve on it.
Let's assess the media inflow, the tourism inflow. The not sitting on buying a park and Chilani because both events have been used, you know. The effect, the impact, the long-term effect of that event being held.
Yeah.
You can never assess it right now, but look at the other countries, that less named countries. What have they profited? They have said so far that it's a good thing for them.
Economic impact.
Yes.
Which
may have a deep dive numbers right now.
Which may or may not mean that the government itself lost the money. You know,
all right, but the fact is, overall, for the economy, I see thing is a collective. We must start thinking of the collective now.
Yeah.
Stop look at them versus us. The collective, Jamaica collective, could never have lost.
Why?
You get it? And the brand Jamaica to host a part of
Remember, you know, made up on the side of the argument that they should have hosted it. But to be fair though, if I spend 300 million will come out of the government coffers, taxpayers, and when the World Cup done, hotels benefited, taximan benefited, Crown Anchor man, but the government no get back 300 million. Did the government lose?
The government doesn't have to get a return on investment every time. They have to look at a long-term impact.
No, we can understand that. We can understand
and
that.
sometimes you can't make the money back right away. But the down the road, the impact down the road, the multiplier down the road, 10-fold, 20-fold, can't be.
Yeah, man, but they looked at that as well and still decided not.
Because they could never have.
All right.
They could never have because they never look at who did the analysis.
They think they had. Now the government.
This government did the analysis.
They think they had better ways of making more profit going forward than risking that amount.
Regarding from cricket, and again, the issue of cricket not being so popular in the Caribbean, in Jamaica, again, is also a factor, you know.
Yeah.
It has a value, you know.
Yes.
You get it? To host the World Cup have a value of $50 million. We can quantify it.
Who are talking to? Okay. Who are talking to again, by the way?
Patrick.
Oh, yes, this is Patrick.
You get me? So my time we stop look at issue of immediate returns, you know.
No, me
an investor.
Let me say it one more time. I'm on your side. I think we should have
when
I hear the kind of money, I don't remember who brought up the argument of the ads of the money we pay for. Was it Super Bowl ads?
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, man.
Look at that. No, I remember.
You remember? Yeah.
Yeah. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. So, and the 200 million would have been 2 million US, you know. 2 million US plus or minus, you know. And the issue was $80 million returned to the region. 80 million, we as a ratio would have been 128. Would have been a bigger number to cover 2 million in no time. So, whatever you want to slice and dice, $80 million in the Caribbean, being one of the host countries. We have most a large chunk of that to cover 2 million and 1, 2, 3. So we do lost out in many ways. The issue of cricket being rejuvenated, value. We lost that.
No,
the
sir.
issue of the
No,
Grand
sir.
Jamaica
No,
being sold,
no,
we lost that.
Patrick, that wouldn't help cricket.
We don't know. We would never know. We would never know. So you are saying cricket
Wouldn't be
so are you saying cricket dead then?
Wouldn't be significant.
Are you saying cricket dead in Jamaica?
Close to.
It wouldn't hurt. I don't know to what extent it would have been.
Exactly.
But it wouldn't hurt.
That can't help. If that can't help you, then nothing can.
No, I'm not investing that amount of money because I think 1 or 2 people might like it.
You invest on suppositions and propositions. You invest on analysis. You don't invest on uncertainty.
All right.
All right, my boss.
All right, Patrick. Thanks for the call.
Take it easy. All right.
Final break. We're coming back.
Tracy, who you go give on now? You're too fast. Hey, me I got Jotex now for buy up my sugar bun, wine slice, bulla, coffee strip, and marble cake, plus some raisin bread, banana cake, and the best rock cake for the pitney them. Me can't get some? No, go buy your own. Hey.
Jotex Bakery. Visit 20 Gold Street, Kingston, or call 922-5768. Open Monday to Saturday, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Delivery island-wide. Jotex Bakery. So nice, so right.
Conditions apply. You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, so the final segment, we go back online. Hello.
Hello?
Yes.
What's going on?
Badger.
Yes, man. Yeah, man. Zidane, what are you?
There.
All right, cool. I got him a laugh earlier on. I was hearing him earlier on. Oh, Gavin, if the minister who is in charge, the minister who is in charge of sports now, step down, Garvey, or resign, the person who has to take her spot have to come from the party that is in power, Garvey.
Yeah, I don't know why he took that shot at you.
You understand? So that doesn't make no sense, Garvey. So if we all are saying that the minister should step down, as like I say, a call me name and tell me the minister should step down, and I find a replacement, Garvey, I cannot find a replacement from the PNP party.
That was a stupid shot he
because
took
the PNP party is not in power. That sounds stupid, Garvey.
Yeah, man. It was really an
Okay.
idiotic shot he took at you.
Yes.
How will you find
Yes.
that? How will you find that comeback?
He did a long time on pocket, I put on away from him.
Yeah, man, that one the back.
You understand? So I have to replace her with somebody, Garvey, from the GLP party. And I went for somebody, Garvey, because we are saying that maybe the minister is not in tune with sports.
Yeah.
So we went for somebody who in a sports, come from sports.
Who you say again?
Julius Cuthbert.
Oh, Julius. Okay.
Yes. You understand?
Yeah.
Yes, Garvey. Right. And so for you to say that it makes no sense. Another thing that makes no sense, Garvey, when you're skipping from one issue to the next issue and saying that it's sports, how the minister responds to Usain Bolt money where Usain Bolt invest? How the minister is responsible for that now, Garvey?
He never
Me
said,
want to know now.
He never said that here, so I could leave that.
No. What I'm saying to you is that each time he's talking, he say, all right, you get away with that one beside again. We're not call the traitor for the World Cup cricket. Yeah. But you find Bolt money yet in the same bracket. That's it to say, you're not traitor for that, but you're traitor for this.
No, man, he never said Bolt money. He asked about the 100 million that the sports minister had promised to the JC.
Oh, sorry, I take it back. So you so people can take it back?
Right.
We take it back, guys.
He never said nothing about Bolt.
Me take it back. You understand?
All right.
I heard the caller, the next caller just now, right? I don't remember Patrick, his name was. Yeah. And Patrick, remember that when it was our time to bid or whatever, you know, we are going off a thing where people use in business to say what happened before. We don't call it track record. You understand? And so our track record for hosting the 07 it was?
Yes.
07, was it 07?
Yeah, man,
07 World Cup was not good. And based upon that, the government are on the side of caution. You understand? Because
no, even though I agree that they should not have bid for the World Cup, I think it was waste of money. I think that is a good point, Badge.
No.
In 2007, the amount of money that was spent would not have been required to be spent this time around to prepare for the World Cup.
Yeah, but all right,
we
fine.
fixed up Sabine and we also built another stadium, which was a mistake.
Right.
But this time around, you wouldn't have to build a new stadium or build another stadium. You only have to fix up the one.
So let me ask a question. For us to bid, right, and for the rest of countries to bid, would it cost us more than the rest of country? I mean, for us to fix up and bid?
Good question. That's a very
good
question.
Because that could be
no, that's a very good question. Because perhaps Barbados stadiums
were
in far better position than us to host that.
To bid. You understand? There's a country they have it easier for them to bid for the thing. And so it was easier for them to us.
That's a great point actually, Nabaj.
Yes, for the way we have to dig deeper in our pocket to bid.
It would have cost us way more.
Yeah.
To prepare for the World Cup than
To
some other
prepare for the
countries.
World Cup than another country. You understand? And
So we
even-
must take
and
our
even-
time and go and fix up the facilities. So when this come
we
around,
take your
we'll
time
have
and
this
go and
problem
fix
again.
up whatever we need to fix up. You understand?
Yes.
And go and do where we need to do and say, boy,
But see, the government turn St. Thomas in a place they know, you know, so them can show you say we have spend some money and develop the country overall.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
You
man.
understand me, I say?
St. Thomas turn a real parish now. We can drive through there and nice and see a lot of things, and a lot of people from
Yeah.
St. Thomas are going to own business now and make a lot of money, and jobs will be out there now. Right, Badger?
Yeah, so I like I'm saying again.
Yes.
I like how the argument is going now between you and Rooney. When you try right back to where it started and not all over the place, right? And so Rooney is saying to you that what you were cheering about, it's nothing special because him see, him see that like
him not being honest, Badger. The outswing and a cricket, him not see that as often as the ball will come back. But we leave it there.
Well, one quick question. Like when you saw JDC and JDC looked so great.
Yeah.
Did you see anything in Cornwall when he was coming up to say, "Whoa, Cornwall will be such a great"?
I never think Cornwall that
Useful.
Yes.
So you were claiming over a useful bowler. You were going.
Yes.
A useful bowler. Only can do good because in spin conditions.
Yes.
You can leave it there, Sergey. We talk
right.
again. Somebody
leave it there. All right, we go back online. Hello.
What's on what?
Shipping port.
Shipping port, the luckiest man in the world.
And I look, Merle laugh in the bridge.
No, man, that's straight luck. Think when me talk about straight luck.
And I fix up my mic because I don't like your cage and I hear feedback. Fix up my mic.
Maybe you have your phone on speaker.
No, man, the phone. I hear good and now.
Okay.
What you say? It's a bad mind, brother.
No, man, shipping port. You don't know that good, man. I mean, come hard this year, And because you lead me make that prediction the other day, Because we have to try a thing,
No, because we know with your prediction coming up in the next one. You have to do it. You have to make that prediction. You can't go otherwise.
Yeah, me can't.
Go otherwise.
Indeed.
My league for them something. In the sport across the world.
You're right, man, because you discuss other sports in my phone. All of them.
What
So yeah. No, man, it's true, man. It's true, man.
But you see, Mr. Mayor Chateau, I think, don't take that face off because pre-shot, I'm not reason with my brethren CC about the same thing. So pre-shot as work is doing in the art of the listeners. So no care if that face off gonna be close, Gabby, then I'll go vote face. And I want to deviate the face off the preach.
Well, preacher said retire from face offs. Him said, do I Chateau should take it on.
Yes. Respect preacher. You follow my footsteps. I'm retire from. I was robbed and I'm retired the last time.
Let me repeat what he told me in my phone. I will not be doing any more debates, face-off, etc. I will continue to listen and call the show and talk sports. Based on Chateau's knowledge on the subject matter, I think he can do a great job in any face-off with Gavi. I mean, I agree. Yeah. The last part. I don't know why Chateau.
I'm not blaming him still, because preacher basically face-off or debate with basically everybody on the show.
Yeah, man.
So he has done his work. Big up yourself, preacher.
Yes.
Yeah. I think more on touch before we leave. I think more on touch bridges. Yes. My reason years ago, they must tell me say they might do some changes down in club racing. I want him come forward and make you know what's going on. Talk to the public. Now that they're inactive, when you come and talk to me, make you know. And Markovich Brown, who is the captain of racing, his brother is a jockey, I was a jockey. He's not active in riding now, but he had a brother that was a jockey. So you see racing connected. Yeah, racing club, racing captain. Brother is a race outsider. Yeah, Mark Watson. I didn't listen to the program after. I was so busy. Me hear some Mark Watson call me with something. I never hear it really, but somebody will tell me. But Mark Watson, I kind of young and I think I'm not so old. I couldn't know what me can remember. Because I thought the person said, which we need to come and tell like the top 3 broodmare that stood in Jamaica. I don't know if we can do it as a young youth. I went to high school in the 90s. But what I knew about from before my time, I think Regal Blue maybe somebody circling them elder they can come and correct me. I think push out like forceful native. I don't know if it was the mother distinct native, but I think it's forceful native. Elo Puchin Lu Chipu. Come correct me somebody. Spread starting was there. But one of notice I have to know is Awufa, the mother of Shisa Manita. And Awufa is in my time. Because Awufa was middle distance champion early in the late 90s or early 2000s. In the early 2000s. Awufa. In the mid 2000s. And Awufa brought about the first, her first son, Alibaba, won the 2000 Guineas. Alibaba won the 2000 Guineas. I think it was the first classic winner for Aladdin. Then after we saw Shisa Manita, I think was the second one. I think, and you know about Shisa Manita. This staff winner, without exception, I try to remember the name from Prince Field. I remember just as not Prince Field. Without exception, we had English Road. Then Awufa Shobot, another one, such a run that almost won the 2000 Guineas that was caught by Shane Ellis and the Triple Crown winner. After English Road, there was another one. So, then those made but before that, maybe the elder then can come and give it some indications. Whenever they bought them time, they can give the two I gave, the spread starting and Regal Blue. But, you know hear me?
Yeah, man.
Yes. Locally now, the local Triple Crown starts this weekend. And within the month of June. And we see the racing that take a back step regime. Before, the 1,000 and 2,000 Guineas will be run this weekend. Normally, you used to have it like a week apart, then they brought it the same week, Saturday and Sunday. But we used to get our 1,000 Guineas in the first week of April. We skip April, May, we in June now. We normally would get the Derby next, then the Derby normally would be in June. Then the first week of July would get the St. Ledger. Now it has gone where I get the Derby last, so kind of fit it. It was because of COVID, but COVID gone now. But then the thing is so poor. Well, me as a racing lover, but as 1,000 and 2,000 Guineas now is a joke. What we have to put up against them? If the government never lowered the tax and the foreign artists, we bring in some good foreign artists, brother. What would racing come to now? We have some good foreign artists that come to. Most of our artists are running now, are foreigners. But if you never plead for the government to lower the tax regime, what would racing in Jamaica be? When you think about 1,000 and 2,000 Guineas now, who are running at them? Normally from December, as a 2-year-old, you have an idea who are running in the 1,000 and 2,000 for the Triple Crown. We have an idea at least two. The team play a show now.
Yeah, and why has that changed though? Why has that changed?
Because as you have said before, because we don't have no good players stand up.
Okay.
We don't have them, but no, I think we used to get some good ones from England, but we don't have no good ones standing, and that's why racing a die. But now we're getting some good artists. So it will hopefully next couple of years it will change and we'll start get some good artists out of these artists that we are import. But whether the thing was racing was dying. But I hope we can lift the level of racing by the importing.
All right.
That
ship import.
No.
Yeah, no, man, the program done.
Tomorrow we come and do the foreign Triple Crown.
Yeah, man. All right, cool.
Yeah, man, the Belmont. Tomorrow we do that, man.
All right, big up. All right, that is it for another day on the show. Big up to Nicholas Burford, who was the technical and main guy today, with Miss Marian. She was there as well. Big up to the producer. Big up to all the callers who took the time to call us. We appreciate it. Big up to all the listeners. Join us tomorrow. Same place, same time. We do it all over again. Until then, have yourselves a wonderful afternoon.
That's the Sports Desk for today. Remember to tune in and participate on the Sports Desk Mondays through to Fridays, 1 to 4 p.m.
You're listening to Omega Radio, broadcasting live. Omega Radio, Omega Radio, Omega.
Thank you, Father. Just like Moses crossing the Red Sea. Thank you, Father.
Are you looking to buy or sell your home? Please consider CRE Corporation for all your real estate needs. We have a full-service real estate company which offers services in property management, accounting,
new construction, commercial and business real estate. So let us be the keys to your success. For further information, contact one of our knowledgeable real estate brokers at 954-854-1506. Why rent when you can buy? For further information, contact one of our knowledgeable real estate brokers at 954-854-1506. Why rent when you can buy?
Tell a friend, call a friend, tell everybody.
CRE Corporation is a proud sponsor of Omega Radio.
506. Why rent when you can buy? For further information, contact one of our knowledgeable real estate brokers at 954-854-1506. Why rent when you can buy?
Tell a friend, call a friend, tell everybody.
Go Radio. We are 24/7 globally.
Mega Radio. Mega Radio. Mega Radio. Mega Radio. Mega Radio. Mega Radio. You're listening to Radio Omega FM. Broadcasting live. Welcome, Radio Omega FM. Radio Omega.
Rules the nation.
Speaking to yourselves in psalms, hymns, and spiritual songs, singing and making melody in your heart to the Lord. Omega Radio.